So 2 days ago I uploaded a video entitled Ultra Vegito Kills Heles, God of Universe 2, and within just 1 day it gained over 360,000 views, sending the fandom crazy. And if you somehow missed it, you can just click on my channel now and find this thumbnail. But in that video, Vegito, after first killing Nika, found his way to the planet of Heles, only to be shot down by a rain of Hakai arrows. But once triggered by the reminder that Heles killed Krillin, Vegito snapped and instantly took out not only Heles, but her angel Sour too in one epic double kill. And now in today's manga, we'll see just what happened in the immediate aftermath. But before we continue, today's video is sponsored by Private Internet Access, the world's most transparent VPN provider. With over 30 million plus downloads, this is the VPN service to be using, allowing you to hide your online activity through its dedicated IPs that give you 100% anonymity. Plus, with it being the most customizable VPN on the market, you'll find a range of extra features such as the ability to block ads, trackers and malicious websites as you browse the web with complete security. But on top of safety, a VPN like this is useful for us anime heads too. Just check out how when you search Dragon Ball Z on unogs.com, you can see Battle of Gods and the Broly movie are both featured in the Italian Netflix but not in the US one. The solution: use private internet access to connect to the Italian Netflix via VPN, and voila, you have hours of DB content. So check out the link in the description for a special deal where you get all of this for less than $2 a month and 4 extra months for free. A stunning deal that is 83% off. Enjoy it while it lasts. So our story continues with Ultra Vegito summoning Whis' staff back to his right arm, commanding it like it was his own and he was truly of angelic caliber. A slightly disappointed and disgruntled face soon comes to him though, as he looks to the sky and thinks, as fun as this all is, I've gotta say, all this god slaying has really got me hungry, and I've expended so much energy already. But to be fair, the hunger isn't surprising when I haven't eaten in over 10 years. That room Zeno put me in sure had some strange magic to keep me alive. Now slightly jogging at a controlled pace and his hand grabbing a growling stomach, Ultra Vegito looks around for any sign of food or civilization. There's got to be something around here. Even some water would do right now. But man, I'd love to have Bulma's chefs with me right now. Eventually though, Vegito notices a large but desolate pyramid in the distance and thinks with a smirk, so that's where that god used to live. How strange. It's nothing like where Beerus was. What even is that? Some kind of hut? If she's anything like Beerus though, she must love her food, and that means that place has got to be stuffed with snacks. Cake, chicken, ramen. Soon Vegito's face comedically shifts, literally salivating as he begins to think about just how much of a feast he believes he will now have at the expense of the deceased Heles. Without a moment to lose, Vegito then launches himself at the structure with speed, before instantly finding himself at the foot of the front door, ready to enter. Of course it's locked. These gods really can't help but waste my time. And as Vegito says this, he cocks back a closed fist and instantly blowing apart the large door in front of him, leaving the smoke and cinders of its destruction to sway past his body as he readies himself to enter. What was even the point of that pathetic door? Well, let's just hope what's inside is of better quality. Huh? What was that? Who dares attack the home of Lady Heles? Surprisingly, we then see a shot of 4 women, all dressed in the same Egyptian-style clothing as Heles. Tan skin and each of different size and shape. As Vegito confidently walks towards the girls in silence, the larger one seems almost frozen in fear and confusion, muttering, Who goes there? Is that a man? While Vegito, who has now all but closed the gap, frustratingly comments, Huh? So that damn god had slaves? Disgusting. And annoying too. I thought these gods all enjoyed living in solitude. Beerus must have been an exception. Suddenly, the smallest of the four girls yells out, It is a man! Ladies, he must not be allowed any further! Dispose of him before Lady Heles catches wind! While Vegito, who now reverts back to base, knowing this is nothing more than a waste of time, remarks, How pointless! Can anyone in this multiverse realize when they're severely outmatched? Ha! Get him, girls! As instantly, with some impressive speed, 3 of the older girls rush in simultaneously, ready to annihilate Vegito and remove him from their quarters. But as expected, Vegito does not take kindly and stares at them with coldness, thinking, Fools! You're lucky I'm in a good mood today, kids. And just like that, with a seemingly merciful smile, Vegito suddenly sways his hand, launching 3 beams of energy at once. As each of the 3 women are instantly neutralized by the beam, interestingly grabbing their necks like a hand rather than blasting their heads off. As it's soon revealed, in a throwback to one of Vegito's moves, the energy beams form circular collars that pin the 3 girls to the wall, leaving them helpless and unable to free themselves no matter how hard they pull and struggle. Vegito, now pleased with himself that he stopped this nuisance in the way of his food, just stares before letting out, Now you 3 pretty ladies sit tight for me, okay? I'm a guest, so let me make myself comfortable. As Vegito then makes his way to the pantry of food he smells in front of him. To the right of him though, the last remaining girl stands frozen still. So are you going to pointlessly attack me too? I'm all for charity, but I'm not sure I'll take it easy on the next person to try their luck with me. No, sir. I don't want to do that. Please help yourself. Just don't hurt me. As the young girl hilariously completely surrenders with her hands up, paralyzed in fear by the mere presence of Vegito now. Vegito then walks straight into the pantry area, jumping up onto a table. For someone who was so hungry, he doesn't seem to be reaching for any food in particular, before eventually letting out, So, this is how the goddess Heles ate. Not bad. A lot of this stuff is similar to what's on Earth. Or at least, used to be. With his anger slightly heightened now, after being reminded of what happened to his home, Vegito glares into the soul of the young girl and then commands, So, you don't want me to kill you and your little friends, right? Well, make yourself useful then, and cook me some damn food, and lots of it. Got it? The young girl is left slightly bemused by the strange request. Never would she have expected an intruder to have arrived just to eat, but she reluctantly responds, Of course, whatever you want. Some time then passes and the girl indeed cooks an array of dishes, as Vegito tucks into a bowl of what looks like ramen. The look of joy in his face is so palpable, we can only be reminded of the old Goku. This is amazing! You're even better than Chi-Chi. I gotta come here more often for grub. But meanwhile, the girl, not responding to the compliment, notices out of the corner of her eye a familiar object. Right next to Vegito, she notices the iconic angel staff held by not only Sour, but of course Whis too. With intrigue, she immediately inquires, "Oh my, is that not an angel staff? Is that who you are? Some kind of candidate to become an angel? That must be it. That's why you're so strong. We're so sorry, we didn't know. Please, free my sisters and we will humbly apologize. Lord Heles will kill us if she finds out we disrespected an angel." Vegito, with his mouth full, now chewing slightly slower as he senses the situation shifting slightly, looks at the young girl and thinks, "A candidate to become an angel? She probably means like Mirrors. I guess that could work." Then continuing, "Yeah, something like that. I'm an angel, alright. A real saint. But as for your sisters, they'll be free once I leave. Somehow, I don't think they'll be in the apologizing mood. And just so you know, I don't think Lord Heles will be back anytime soon, so you're good on that front too." Despite hearing this though, the girl's demeanor still changes as she grabs herself, feeling a bone-chilling breeze, and looks down sadly replying, "Oh, well I hope she's okay. She's never this late. It's starting to worry me. I don't know if you've heard, but there's a lunatic god killer on the loose. Rumor has it he's from the demon realm and managed to escape somehow. He's targeting both gods and angels, so candidate or not, you need to keep a watch out. We've been training just in case he came for us too." Vegito, finding this response amusing, closes his eyes with a cocky smirk saying, "Oh really? Yeah, I might have heard something about that. But you know, if he's after only the gods, you kids really just need to relax. He has no business with mortals. From the rumors I've heard, of course." Huh? But for a moment, the young girl is inexplicably left surprised, before responding, "Mortals? I mean, yeah, we've heard it seems this demon only goes after the gods of destruction and their angels, so far. But Lord Heles is our mother, so technically, me and my three sisters are gods too. Lara over there is even supposed to take over as god of destruction once mother steps down." What? Hearing this, Vegito's face suddenly goes wide-eyed as his mouth opens in shock, staring down as he thinks, "Wait a minute! These four are gods! The children of Heles, a god of destruction! Just like my children!" In the background, thinking of the faces of his 4 children, who were all erased, never to be seen again at the hands of Heles and her fellow gods. Vegito, in reaction to this, immediately stands up, grabbing his staff, not uttering a word, as if he's come to a conclusion internally that does not need to be said. Callously walking past the girl, who then questions, "Wait, you're done already? You haven't even got to dessert yet." But Vegito continues his walk, now reaching the entrance that he blasted through from before she calls out, "Hey, wait a second!" Soon then seeing the girl strangely running towards Vegito, continuing, "Hold on, don't go just yet, I have something to tell you." Soon from behind, the girl manages to grab onto Vegito's swaying hand, without any fear in her heart. As Vegito turns around and she looks up to him, there's a big smile on her face, completely calm, as if she's grown to trust Vegito after their brief conversation. Adorably, she then lets out, "Whoever you are, mister, I just wanted to say, it was really nice to meet and speak to you. It's not often we get visitors. In fact, this is the first time I've ever seen anyone other than Lady Heles or her angel. I knew you weren't going to stay forever, but I really do hope you enjoyed my cooking, because I really enjoyed making it for you. Before then reaching out her hand for a handshake. And surprisingly, Vegito reciprocates as their hands meet. And at first, he continues to remain silent mysteriously until soon, a smirk forms across Vegito's face, and he lets out, "No problem, kid. It was nice to meet you too. You're a good cook. I hope one day we can meet again and I can enjoy more of that ramen. I'll be off now, and when I leave, your sisters will finally be free. Do me a favor and tell them sorry for me." And with that said, with the wind blowing behind him, Vegito then walks out of the pyramid, saying his final goodbye while the girl waits behind. And with himself now fully fed and re-energized, Vegito continues his quest to annihilate all the gods that forsaked him, and he calls into the staff, "Take me to the next god!" And just like that, Ultra Vegito vanishes to his next divine victim. The young girl, meanwhile, looks on from below with an infatuated smile and says, "Wow, what a handsome man. No wonder Mother told us to stay away from mortal men. I better go clean up before she gets back. I wonder why he said she'd be away a while." Regardless though, she turns her back after bidding farewell and begins walking back to the food pantry. She eventually reaches where Vegito had just been eating, attempting to clear away the mess and empty bowls he left behind. When suddenly, she realizes there is a mysterious shining ball left next to Vegito's ramen. She thinks to herself, "Huh? Did he leave a gift behind for me maybe?" But soon, the ball begins to shine brightly, completely illuminating the room, and in her final moments, the young girl realizes what the ball truly is, fruitlessly finally yelling, "Wait, what? No! No!" And from the outside, we witness the sudden and cataclysmic destruction of the pyramid that housed the little girl and her 3 sisters, all now dead, adding 4 more gods to Vegito's kill count. Meanwhile, unbothered in the slightest, Vegito arrives via the angel staff in a new location and new universe, this time in some peaceful fields and greenery with lush trees surrounding. He looks around for a moment and then says, "Wait a minute, this place, it seems familiar. But from where?" And as Vegito ponders on the familiarity of the location, an even more familiar voice calls from behind, "You there? What business do you have on the land of the Kais?" And as Vegito turns around, he thinks, "Huh? The land of the Kais? That voice, could it be?" And standing there revealing himself is none other than Gowasu, Supreme Kai of Universe 10, looking on in silence at the intruder on his lands that he at first cannot recognize as Vegito stares back, equally as cautious and silent. But that was it for today's video, guys, and if you made it this far, leave me a #Gowasu in the comments down below and let me know what you think will happen now that Vegito has mysteriously arrived in the land of the Kai.